to the Real Trekkies Cast, Episode 9. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Daniel. What's up, Daniel?
Hi, guys.
All right. I wish this was under better circumstances, but Daniel has to break some tragic news. Go ahead, Daniel.
Well, apparently Anton Yelchin, he died in a car accident today. He was 27.
And he played the new Chekov in Star Trek, and Star Trek Into Darkness and Star Trek Beyond. So, very tragic news. You know, he was a young actor in his prime. It's very shocking that early, that young, for a freaking car accident. Anything we know about this?
Apparently, actor Anton Yelchin was killed in a fatal traffic collision early this morning. His family requests you respect their privacy at this time. I read that he was he was on his driveway, and he was pinned against a mail. He kind of crashed. He was pinned against his mailbox or something. And I don't know. I read something like that. You know, it's just
really. The news is coming in, so I mean, we really don't. You know, I really don't know the whole specifics of it, but is a massive blow and tragic loss. That this actor, you know, so in his prime, could have done a variety of roles, as well as stay with Star Trek name, and you know, so I'm sure they're going to do a what do you call it? They're going to mention it in the new Star Trek movie, like a dedication and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, new Star Trek movie that he's in is going to be released July 22nd, Star Trek Beyond. So I'm pretty sure they're going to have something for him for remembrance.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Did you have, you know, on a lighter note, did you want me to talk about the ships?
Yeah, if you could.
You want me to show them if I can? All right, so I'm gonna we're gonna do a different thing now, guys. We're going to show concept art for the new Klingon ships that are proposed for the new Star Trek show that's going to debut in 2017. Is that right?
Right.
So I'm going to try to screen share this if I can. And I just want to bear in mind, let everybody know, Trekkies out there, that this is extremely different from what we're used to. And you see this stuff, guys?
Yeah, that's a Klingon sarcophagus ship. It's
right.
I think it's beautiful. I think it looks really, really different and unique and kind of scary.
Right now, I'm going to say that I really hate it because I don't know what this design, they're trying to make it look like a bird or something, but, you know, it looks a cross between a bird and a praying mantis. I don't know what they're trying to do, but that doesn't look like any Star Trek ship that I've ever heard of. So I'm not really, you know, let me just click onto something else here.
Yeah, the rumor is that's probably
this is inside the ship.
No, what? I can't see.
You can't see it?
No.
You can't see that?
No, I mean, I see the first picture you put up, the one, the ship from the outside. I can see that, but I can't see.
Oh, okay.
Did you click on to the interior of the ship?
Did you see this now?
I can't see it. Still can't see it.
Really? What the heck? You can't see this at all?
No, let me try again.
Hold on, let me get out of it and let me go back in it, all right? Hold on. All right. What about
the
now?
Interior. Oh, yeah. It looks really, I like it. It looks nice and gothic.
But what is this? Yeah, but the whole thing is, where is the controls?
Well, maybe they're on a certain area of the ship. It looks really, gothic and kind of mysterious, and I like the windows. The windows are nice.
I know they're looking for something different, but that's beyond different to me. I don't really see how that makes sense in a warship. A warship, you have to have the controls at easy access, and the Klingons are not known to be artistic in that sense. They just want to blow things up. So I don't really.
Yeah,
to me, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, if it was a different race,
yeah,
then I would say, okay, this is what it's going to be. But I mean, it would have been a different race. That would have been okay. But you don't really. How can I say this? Just like us, if we have airplanes or stuff like that, we don't dramatically change the style of our ships on a whim. And like this stuff here doesn't resemble anything that they've ever had before. I mean, again, I'm not really in favor of this design. The word is hatred, because basically I'm used to the way the Klingon thing are, and now you're trying to force feed us with this stuff, and I'm not really feeling it. So again, we'll see what happens, but I think this is a horrible, horrible idea. But you like it, Daniel, right? You think it's great?
Cool, especially those fighters, those Klingon. I think they're Klingon fighters they showed last time. I like those Klingon, those fighters. They look cool. I mean, that kind of suggests there's going to be fighters in this fighter ships.
But the person that put this up, though, I believe.
Yeah,
this person has been popping up on my thing lately, so I don't know if this is actually real. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I have seen this person popping up all kinds of places, so again, I don't know if that's real.
I think his name is Mark Worthington. He worked on shows like Lost. He's like the new.
Did he?
Yeah, he's
okay.
Like the new. I forgot what it was. But yeah, he's going to be working on this, and I think it's true. Otherwise they would have put it. They would have taken it down if it wasn't true. And I hope this is true, because I like it. Although I do, maybe it would have been better if it was like a different race altogether.
I thought it would have been better.
I don't know why they can't just make something new. It doesn't make.
They can, but first of all, in reality, you have technology, and you keep evolving that technology. So I don't see how, if we're dealing with the past rather than the future, that could be a ship. I mean, we are talking about within the realm of before Next Generation. So that was like, that's not possible to me, because now you're trying to change the timeline to a different timeline.
Yeah.
So I thought we were dealing with our Prime universe.
Oh,
see,
wait a second.
That's a whole different universe then to me.
So yeah, Mark Worthington is the new production designer. He's a new production designer. He worked on stuff like Lost and other sci-fi shows.
If you're gonna do ships like that, it's got to be in the future.
Exactly.
Within it, so that's not. This is supposedly not the universe. Then I guess.
I mean, they could have made that like, okay, if you want to make those.
There's no way that those ships could just exist without everybody knowing about it centuries after with Next Generation.
Yeah.
That's just not believable.
You could.
So now, once again, we're not going to get what we wish. We're going to get a whole different alternate reality, probably, right?
Well, no, I don't think so, because CBS owns the rights to the original, and they can't do anything. They can't do the alternate one.
Well, I'm going to have to see what this is about.
So
hopefully it makes sense.
I mean, I think it's interesting, I mean, but they could have made, if you want to make those Klingons.
Like the iPhone, how the iPhone keeps changing, it gets bigger or whatever. it doesn't look like dramatically different, right?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't look like the phone becomes a ball or anything,
No.
right? So, like, how could you go from our Klingon birds of prey to that? That doesn't, like, I don't understand that. Unless, of course, they try to say that there is a long-lost colony of Klingon that have evolved. You know, they left the planet a while ago and they became different, and then they're an offshoot of the Klingons.
Yeah.
You know, and that not exactly the Klingons that we know. I mean, that's possible because if you have like, you know, the Romulans were an offshoot of the Vulcans, so you could say that, all right, the Klingons have their own too. That would make sense to me. That early space flight development with the Klingons, a whole bunch of ships got lost and populated this planet. They grew technology for centuries, and then they came back. That would be an interesting story, how if they came back to Klingon and they realized that their race is so different from what they are, they're artistic and they're warmongering, you know? So that would be really, you know, and I'm talking about I'm talking about Klingons, like a whole bunch of ships that maybe thousands of years, maybe 1,000 years had passed or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like they're so unrecognizable when they get back to the planet that it's like, you know, would they go to war with them to get the planet back? Or I mean, what's, you know what I'm saying? So that would be an interesting take, you know, because there's many people, many different races living on the Earth. You know, there's different human race, there's different humans, you know, but it would be different if they did something like that with the Klingons.
Yeah.
I would be for that.
Yeah, you know, or they could, like I was thinking, they could be these like time traveling Klingons, like maybe from the 27th or 28th centuries. Maybe they traveled back in time. But you know, the rumor is that this is either okay, like the name suggests, it's either a sarcophagus ship where it's like a ceremonial ship where they put the dead, which I think is kind of unlikely because. Well, I guess it could be, but you know, like you see, if you scroll down, you see like weapon placements on the ship. Why would a ceremonial ship have weapon placements on them? And also, you know, yeah, you know, like, okay, so.
Well, I mean, they're a warmongering race, so they would have weapons on everything.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
they would have weapons connected to their coffee pots.
I guess, like, I mean, you know, I don't know how to do that, but okay, yeah.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you know, they would probably have a dinner table with knives taped underneath. I mean, that's, you know, whatever.
So, like, yeah, they could have done something. I don't know. Either this could be a sarcophagus ship where they house the dead. Only, like, you know, maybe this is where they put Gorkon after he died. You know, because Gorkon died in episode 6, and you know, this is where they could have put Gorkon, or this is like because like I hear that Brian Fuller wants to bring in a race. He wants to bring in a group of villainous Klingons, something that we've never seen before in a lot.
Well, then that makes sense. Then, if it's a different offshoot of the Klingon race, it would make sense.
Yeah, I know, but like
that these ships are different.
You know, like, okay, he wants to bring in a group of villainous Klingons, something we haven't seen before, which, okay, you know, but, like, maybe this is like, maybe these are ancient Klingons from the far past, you know, they just wake up. It's like, maybe it's like Khan's ship or something, like a bunch of Klingons who are suspended animation, and they get woken up, and they woke up, so they're kind of like Khan and his people, you know, they wake up, and, you know, yeah. Which, okay, I suppose that's fine, you know, and yeah, it's just whatever, like whatever's gonna be, I think I'm gonna like it. They keep on praising the story.
I'll have an open mind about it. I'll have an open mind and see, you know, because if it is a different offshoot of the Klingon race, then it would make sense. But if it was just a regular Klingons making ships like that, that would make sense. So, all right, you sold me, Daniel. So,
yeah,
mind about this.
Well, Nicholas Meyer said the story is going to be very good, exciting. So
Right.
I don't know, if he says so, then I'm sold.
Right.
Because I love Nicholas Meyer. I love Nicholas Meyer.
Okay.
He did awesome, and I'm just so happy he's involved.
Yeah.
Nicholas Meyer.
All right.
Is a great one.
All right. So on that note, we're gonna go for now. I got some stuff to do, so I will see you guys later tonight with other podcasts. Take care. Bye for now.